In this video, I'm going to show you how I keep my stocks watch list based on Elliott Wave analysis. And please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you get a notification every time there's a new video. Hi, this is Amy from iTradeAIMS, AIMS Stress-Free Trading. Thank you for tuning in. So today I'm going to show you how I keep my watch list. So earlier this year in January, I started trading stocks. I'm a complete beginner in stocks, but I have a very beautiful strategy. But I have a good strategy called the Setup One, and that's what I apply to Forex, stocks, and indices and everything. I'm using the Setup One strategy, which relies on the quick 10-second Elliott Wave analysis. So when I do my scans, when I do my stock analysis and I run my scanner, I have a particular scanner that finds stocks that are going to go into a wave 5. So this is the Setup One strategy that we have, but we also have stocks that turn into wave 3s. So I have two kind of scanners, which allows me to scan for stocks that are in wave 3. Then I have another scanner that allows me to look for stocks that are in wave 4. Now I don't look for wave 5 trades because the ones that are in wave 4 will eventually turn into they will either fizzle out or they will turn into a wave 5. So that's how I do it. So what I do is that first I would run a scanner which would give me all the stocks that are above the gator and the purple and AO is green. So that's the scanner designed to do that. So one of them is this. So whenever I see stocks that are going really strong, so let's suppose we look at this one, what we can see is that we have a peaking AO, it's going up. So what I've done now is that I have split my watch list into 3. So I call 1 3, the other watch list is 4, and the third watch list is 5. There are other watch lists as well, but these are the watch lists that I'm looking at. As you can see now, TradingView has a new feature in there, so it kind of counts how many markets or instruments or assets that you have listed in that watch list. So in number 4, which is wave 4, I have 204. So if I click on number 4, we will see all of those stocks. Now, why are they wave 4? Basically, a Setup One is a Setup One when we see a wave 3 and followed by a wave 4. So that's how it comes into my watch list. So here we see a strong wave 3 on this. Now, if you don't know how to do quick 10-second Elliott Wave analysis, then worry not, because if you click on the link in the description, you can download this book and you will learn how to count Elliott Wave within 10 seconds and not the complicated, jargonful, difficult Elliott Wave, only the Elliott Wave that applies. Now, if you know how to do 10-second quick Elliott Wave analysis, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, you can either download the book or go to the 10-second Elliott Wave 3-part video series that I have in the channel. So it would help if you subscribe to the channel and go to the channel page. On the front page, you will find the 3 videos that will teach you how to count Elliott Wave quickly. Anyway, so this is my list for wave 4s. What I would do with these lists is that I want the market to break out of the box over here. So when something like this happens, I would go long. Now this one has a very strong wave 3 up and a 4 down. Now we have a few going on. So for example, this one is a very tall box. We don't like tall boxes, but even then, if you look at it, it's actually going into some kind of a wave 5, but at the moment it is in wave 4. Okay, so what I've done is that after collecting all of these stocks that I was looking for in the beginning of the year, I was only looking for the ones that already has a wave 3 and a 4. And then as time passed, if I go to some of the if you look at this one, let's suppose we go to OII, that's the one that I traded. Now, when I first found the stock, it already had a 3 and it was in 4. Here is when I find the stock. So if I do the replay function, when I found the stock, it had a 3 up. You can see a peak of AO, and then it had crossed the 0 line here. So we were in wave 4. So I wanted to go long here. Now, after I took the trade, right, it went up. It has now turned into a new 3. right? So if it's turned into a new 3, what I would do is that I would move it from my watch list, which is the wave 4, to a wave 3. Now, if it didn't do a new 3, and the reason it's a new 3 is because this peak is now bigger than this peak, what I thought was a wave 5 has turned into a wave 3. So now I can turn this on to and move it to another one, to my watch list called wave 3. So let's suppose I have a stock that is in wave 4, and I find it here, and then from this point onward it starts moving and it goes into wave 5. Then I would right click on it and I would move this to 5, because then that stock would be in wave 5. Now, why do I keep a stock in why would I keep a stock and continue to chase it even if it's in wave 5? That's because when it breaks in, like for example, this is a perfect example. If you look at this chart, we have a strong 3 up and a 4 down. Now, when I was going to make an entry over here, the box was too big, which means risk was too high. No, I didn't want to take this. So I would filter this trade. But as it continued to go, it still gives us opportunities to get in. So how would I get in on this? And the way to do that is that I have a split screen going on like this. I would set this one to day 1 and this one to hourly. So what I would like to do is that if I can't take a trade based on the big box here, because you know price went up, when the box is big and price comes to the high of the box, it usually takes, it will either turn around or go down a bit, so I'll be sitting on a drawdown. So instead of that, I can actually wait for it and take it on the hourly chart. So if you look at the hourly chart now here, we can see the same pattern, 3, 4. So yesterday was the time for it. Yes, yesterday was the day for it to go. So if I go through my wave 5 list and my pairs are going in wave 5, I would look for a thing called target zone 1. Let's bring it over here. So let's suppose this is my 3, this is my 4. I know that it has not hit target zone 1. So if it's not hit the target zone 1, I can go to the hourly chart and find me some stocks. So this strategy has been working for me really nicely. What I do now is that I would have my list of stocks in wave 3, and within wave 3 I'd be looking for stocks that pull back like this. If you look at this one, we have a 3 candle pullback on the daily chart, and that has turned into a setup 1 on the hourly chart. So this was a beautiful trade on the 18th of March. All you had to do was take a trade here, stop loss here, and then it goes and hits your target point. Where is my target point? My target point was, because this is the start of 3, this is the target point. So we went long here and target point was there. Beautiful trade done. Now to trade wave 4, wave 5 of the daily chart, I would go to the daily chart. In that case, I will have this side weekly and the other one on daily. So if you saw the same pattern, I'll have an open gator on the weekly chart, and I'll have a chart like let's suppose this is not ready, something like this. But here we see that wave 3, the weekly chart, has gone really parabolic up. So I wouldn't like to buy over there. If the time to buy this stock was over here or here, even something around here, but now it's a bit too late, so we will not take this one. This one is still kind of quite stretchy, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. There's a very strong move down on this, but now it's found some consolidation, so maybe we could go long on this one. I will wait for price to go up a little bit further above the gator and then see how I can get in on this. So that's how I keep my watch list. First, I will scan for the market, all the markets that are doing a wave 3 and a 4. Once they start going up, either I would have traded it, for example, CBRE again. So let's suppose this chart over here, I took it on the daily here. It went up to in my favor, but I didn't take some profit. It came down, stopped me out. I did not pursue this because I didn't have this strategy at the time. So if I have this strategy now, once this started to break up here and this AO was going up, now I know that this stock is in wave 5. So suppose, let's use the replay. If I found this stock to be in this position, now I know that it's in wave 5. Why? Because price has gone above the peak of wave 3, right? So on this, what I will do is that I will move this stock from wave 4 watch list and I will add it to the wave 5 watch list. Yes, wave 5 watch list. And on that, when I'm going through my wave 5 watch list, I will move, switch the time frame for this, for the chart on the left to daily and the chart on the right to hourly, right? So the chart that I'm looking at is 21st of Feb here. So let's change the this over here, the daily chart, to 21st of Feb as well. Not 21st of Feb actually, somewhere here, 10th of Feb. Right, so let's move this chart a little bit further. So here we have this 3-candle pullback, that's 18th of Feb. So watch on this chart now, when I move it forward and it goes to 18th of Feb. I haven't checked this one. Oh, okay, so that's the 11th of Feb. Let's go forward. Forward. I want to bring it to 18th of Feb, right? Over here. That's the 3-candle pullback. This 3-candle pullback has now turned into a setup 1 on the hourly chart. Can you see this? A strong peak of 3, right? And now it's going into wave 4 down. Gator is sleeping. So what would happen is that over here, you would go long. You can either go long on the hourly chart or you can go long on the 3-candle pullback on the daily chart itself. Same thing. There you go. Goes up. It kind of gapped, opened, opened with a gap. So there was a little bit of a trouble with this. It doesn't always happen, as you can see. This was a beautiful trade. So even though if I missed it on the daily chart, well, I shouldn't have missed it. I've cried about it a lot. I went long here and I went down. I should have gone back long in there. But if I didn't go long, I could have then caught the 3-candle pullback using the setup 1 on the hourly chart. So that's how then I would pursue. So first, I'll scan for stocks that are in wave 4, setup 1. Then when they go to wave 5, then I can move them to wave 5 watch list. And on wave 5, I would look for 3-candle pullback or a setup 1 on the hourly chart. If they turn into new wave 3s, like in the case of this one, you see, AO has not diverged, so that means this is a new 3. And if the weekly chart shows that, it's not exhausted like we saw other markets, for example, this one, it's gone too far up, too extended, so we're probably not looking for anything on it. But if it's a stock that still has some, as you can see on the longer term, this stock is actually going down. So maybe there is still some more to it and it will probably continue to go up. We saw quite a lot of this last year when everything had gone down. So around mid 2020, all the stocks kind of look like this. This is where the pandemic was, and this is where most of them, they look like that at the time. So this stock still has some space to go, or maybe it will go sideways. But still, it's a moving stock, and we know the structure of it. We can see a 3, 4, and 5. Maybe this is a new 3. So if this becomes a new 3, this will become a 1, 2, and maybe there is more in this. So that's how I keep my my watch list now. I have a list of all the stocks that I think are in wave 3. What I would do with these wave 3 is that I would trade them on the hourly chart if there's an opportunity, right? So GoPro is going up. It's in wave 3. If it pulls back 2 or 3 days, we could have a setup on it. We'll either trade it on the daily chart or we will go to the hourly chart, right, and find a setup 1. So we have a very strong 3 up. Maybe for a few days, if it goes sideways, the AO will cross the 0 line and price will box. We will go and catch another trade on this. So let's suppose we find a few more. Let's have a look at it. So here we have a 3-candle pullback. But we have a strong move on it already, kind of diverging. But let's suppose if I'm interested in this, I will go to the hourly chart. As you can see, 3 and 4. If it consolidates today and goes sideways, the gator will sleep and it will be inside the box. Maybe we will be able to trade it one more time. So now I can trade within a wave 3. I can trade the 5 of the daily chart, and then within a wave 5 of the daily chart, I can go to an hourly chart and trade a wave 5 again. So That's how I keep my watch list. I hope it made sense to you. If you don't understand Elliott Wave, it's fine. All you have to do is just wait for a peak of AO and then cross of zero line. You want this gator to be awake first and then start to go sideways, and then you want this gator to sleep like this. So learn the setup one. If you don't know the setup one, you can join our community, become a premium member. There's a lifetime membership going on right now. There's a 70% discount. If you go to the link, I will put that link in the description as well. It's the spring sale all the way till the end of the March, so you can become a lifetime member with 70% discount. So consider that, and inside you will find 200 pages and hours of lessons on several different strategies, but most importantly, the setup one strategy that we use on a daily basis. So there you go. Thank you very much. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.